Welcome everyone to this first Tera tutorial. Today we will talk about the basis of the game and how to level up from level 1 to level 65 in the most appropriate way. But first of all, Tera is a boss fight dungeons MMO with a great and dynamic combat system, and in my opinion right now is the best boss fight action MMO currently available for free. And for the ones who are already asking, trust me that no, Tera is not a pay-to-win game. Anyway, sorry for the weird graphic, but I recorded most of this video during my live Twitch, so probably sometimes you will see some weird stuff. But now let's not waste any more time and let's go to the game. Okay, so first step, create your character. In Tera you will have a lot of races and classes to choose from, and as for the races, basically choose the one you want. All the racial skills are not important, honestly. The only one that will influence for real some in-game stats is the Castanic passive called Dirty Fighting, that will increase your crit chances when you will DPS from the back by 1%. So, this 1%, it's useful, but it's only 1%. So, if you wanna choose a DPS class and you wanna try hard, choose the Castanic if you wanna have this 1% increase crit. If not, choose whatever you will like. Seriously, it's not important. As for the classes, in short words, pick the most appealing to you. But to answer to one of the most common questions that people are doing to me, if you wanna have my opinion to which one is the best class to start with, I would recommend you those ones. From the two healing classes that are the Priest and the Mystic, the Priest is the one a little bit easier to play. Then, if you wanna play tank, you can choose between Lancer and Brawler, and Brawler is the easiest one to play, even though people tend to prefer Lancers in the party, but we will talk about it in another video. Then if you wanna play ranged DPS, the easiest class is the Archer, and in the end, if you wanna play melee DPS, the easiest class to play is the Berserk. But also you can just look at the complexity parameter because it's pretty accurate. So, choose your race, choose your class, customize your character, choose the name of your character and go into the game. Now the game will show you a little tutorial and we will skip that part and we will go straight off to the after tutorial part, when you will be able to interact with the outside world. After the first solo part will be over, you will be here in this city. And finally, if you have some friend in the game or you are starting this game with some of your friends, you can find yourself together here in the city. You can access to the bank, you can access to the merchant, and you can party with your friends. So, let's improve faster the appearance of my character, my perfect, marvelous Mystic. One important thing, this DPS meter is not included in the original game. It is an external application that you have to download, but we will not talk about it right now in this video. I will leave a link in the description how to download it. Anyway, after you will have finished your preparation, just walk on this bridge and follow all the quests that you will find. You basically will have to follow the red question mark and you will learn the importance of the F key, because it will make you skip every dialogue. Anyway, go on, continue to follow your quest, level up, learn new skills, learn how to use them, kill some mob, and continue to follow the quests that will be shown in the right side of your interface. Remember that maybe your quest won't be displayed into the interface, because the missions in your quest log can be hidden by pressing this button. So pressing here will enable or disable the possibility to show your mission. Also, I will suggest you to go to your menu, click option, and if you will go to the shortcut, you will be able to personalize all your keybinds, even in the 2 extra key slots. Also, open your game setting, scroll down until you will find the game information panel, enable the player alerts and enable those two, because in that case you will be able to see a red indicator incoming from your enemy or bosses, showing where their next attack will hit. So it will allow you to properly react to the incoming attack. Also, my suggestion for the keybind is to change the jumping key from spacebar to another one, because when you are in combat, the game will automatically show which skill do you wanna use next, and this will be keybind to your spacebar, but your jump is also keybind to your spacebar. And in some dungeons you will need to jump, but your suggestion for the chained skill will show up. You will not jump, you will do your chained skill and you will die. And remember to press apply to save your modification. In the meanwhile, while you will progress, sometimes the NPC will give you experience to level up. You will be able to upgrade your skills or learn new ones. It's easy, just click on the skill, pay the money required, and you will be able to upgrade or learn your new skill. Remember, every time you will learn a new skill, that will be automatically placed in the first empty key slot. And also they will give you new higher level items. You will find them in your inventory. You will just have to move your cursor over it and you will be able to see your current equipped item and the new one. You can compare the stats, so just right click onto the item you wanna equip and it will be switched onto your character. Then you can discard the old items or you can sell them to a merchant for a little amount of gold. Then after a while you will be at level 10 and you will be able to enter in your first solo dungeon in this game. It will be an introductive dungeons, but it will be your first one. So just enter into the inner temple, kill some mobs, and you will face again this big basilisk, but do not be scared, it's kinda easy to kill. When he will be dead, speak with the child, speak to this Dougal boy, and your initial tutorial, it's over. Now you will be able to leave this island, speaking to this cute girl, directed towards Velica. It will require a while, but in the meantime you can enjoy the view. Whee! Okay, finally you have reached Velica. So, from now on you will have two ways to level up. The first way is to follow and complete all the quests that will be assigned to you. This is the way that will take you longer, and honestly it's kinda boring in my opinion, but if you wanna just explore the game or the lore of the game, maybe you can do some quests. And the other way to level up, which will be way faster and will allow you to learn more about what the game is about, is to follow your main red quest until you will reach the level 20. Then you will be finally able to abandon this boring quest system to level up, and finally you will be able to level up in dungeons. You will be able to see your dungeons in this interface. Just click on quick match, select instant matching, and all the dungeons that you will be currently able to do will be shown here, with the minimum item level required to enter in this dungeon. So just click on the dungeon you wanna go, click in find group, and wait the game to find you a party for that dungeon. But before talking about dungeons, some little tips. First of all, when you will reach around level 13-14. While killing monsters, you will drop those shining stuffs. Those are the pieces of your new relic weapon. Basically, it's a special weapon that will seriously improve your damage and will help you to reach your level 65. How does it works? When you will collect them all, just open your inventory or click on the claim reward, and then you will have to create it. Why you should use this weapon? Because compared to any other weapon you will find, this avatar weapon will have a super bonus, as you can read here. Inflict more crits on the monsters of similar level to the weapon's requirement. That means that you will crit more, and if you will crit more, you will do more damage. The avatar weapons are the only weapons that have this bonus. Critting in Tera is super important if you wanna do damage, so you must use your avatar weapons while leveling up. Then, if you will click on this shining enchant, you will be able to upgrade your avatar weapon. But you can also click here. Anyway, in the enchant page, you will be able to see the material required for the upgrade, the chance of success, and the bonus damage your weapon will have if the enchant will succeed. Remember that every single point of attack modifier will be super important to increase your damage. Also, probably you will have a lot of those items, and I would recommend you to always upgrade your avatar weapon if you will have enough items to do it, because those items has no other purpose than to enchant your weapon. But do not worry, even if you will fail, the weapon level will not downgrade. Also, you will find some red or blue crystals. They can be added to your current weapon or armor. The red one are for your weapon and the blue for your armor. They can be added to increase your damage or defensive stats. But remember, for example, your weapon has some crystal on it and you will remove your weapon, the crystals will stay on that weapon. So if you have to switch weapon, you have to remove the crystal first, switch the weapon, then re-add the crystals on the new weapon. Be careful, because if you won't pay attention, you will lose the crystals. Also, for the crystals, use whatever crystal the game will give to you. But remember that those are the crystals that you should use for your class. For tanks, those are the crystals you should use for your weapon. For healers, those are the crystals. And for DPSs, those are the crystals. Also, if you will be able to find it, the ranged DPS prefer to use those crystals. And for every class, you should use those crystals for your armor. Anyway, another thing is the green quest, the Hunt quest. They will be marked in green in your quest log, and once you will finish them, you can press H or your claim reward to open your Vanguard request interface to claim your Vanguard rewards. Also, if you will press N, you will open a little map that will show you where to find your mission objectives. Remember that if you will press X on a quest in your quest log, you will delete the quest indicator on your minimap, but the quest won't be cancelled. You will still have this quest in your quest log, but simply the marker will be removed from your minimap. Sometimes you will find an item that will have a question mark on it. You won't be able to equip this item until you will select the bonus this item will give to you. Just right click on the item and select the bonuses. Those are the bonuses that you should always take if you are a DPS, an healer, or a tank. Also, once in a while you will be able to find those tokens that you can use them to buy new piece of your equip according to the level written in the description. In the end, when you will reach the level 20, you will also unlock your glyph page. You can access to it pressing K, and basically the glyphs are improvements to your skills. Every time you will level up, you will unlock 1 point to spend in your glyphs. I will recommend you to look in some guide like the one I will leave the link in the description to see which are the most useful glyphs for your class, or just having an idea about it. But let's return to the dungeon. Leveling up with the dungeons from level 20 to level 65 will all be a big tutorial for you to understand step by step how your class works, how a party works, what is your role in the party, how the bosses and the dungeons works in Tera, and also learn step by step how to face more and more difficult bosses. So when you will reach the level 65, you will have a general idea about how the bosses in Tera works, how the combat in Tera works, and how your class works in the party. And so go to your first dungeon, don't worry, it will be easy, and start to level up and go into more difficult dungeons. More and more and more. Wait, I forgot something very important that you need to know. In this tutorial I will do a super fast explanation about how a boss fight works. If you are a DPS, you will do more damage attacking the boss from behind. If you are a tank, your job is to hit the boss from the front and keeping the boss still. In that way you will allow the DPS to do damage from the back more easily. You will see this orange indicator that will show the people that has the current aggro of the boss. Also, if this purple indicator appear on some people in the party, that means that the boss is targeting this player with a secondary aggro skill, but the aggro will remain on the person with the orange indicator after the secondary mechanic will be over. Also, the bosses in Tera have a specific and unique mechanic called Enrage. When you will see the health bar of the boss shining in red, this means that the boss is in an enrage status. The boss attacks will do more damage. The boss attacks will be faster, but also the boss will take the 10% more damage from every source. That means that you will have to use your strongest damage skills or your strongest self-buff during the enrages, because this will maximize your damage output. In the end, when you will finish a dungeon found with the instant matching, you will always have to leave the party if you wanna find another dungeon, or you wanna exit from the dungeon in the proper way. One super important thing that you have to use is this battle solution. You will receive a lot of those battle solutions for free in your parcel post. As you can see by their bonuses, more power, that means more damage, more endurance, that means more defense, more MP regeneration, and this is super important, and also more cooldown. So when you are going to do a dungeon, this is an item that you must use. But remember, if you will die, the item will disappear, so remember to reuse it if you will die. And now we can go back to do what we were doing before. That means and more and more and more and more until you will reach the level 60. You will now be able to use your tokens, as you can see here, to buy also new glyphs or upgrade for your current glyphs. You can choose between the box that will cost 1 token and it will give you 1 random glyph of your class, or you can take the voucher that will cost 3 tokens to be able to manually select the glyph that you will need most. Another tip when you are leveling up is that if you will need some higher tier of feedstock and feedstock only, you can combine lower level feedstock to have a higher level feedstock, like this. Anyway, what to do now after level 60 to fast reach the level 65? The answer is very simple. You just have to spam Calcite Ride Nest dungeon, because it will give you an absurd amount of experience. Yes, it will give you more experience than the level 60 dungeons. So this is the best way to gain experience. And if for some weird reason you do not have the item level requested to enter in Calcite Nest dungeon, you can go to the story quest Fly to the North. And while you will proceed, the game will give you new and high level piece of your equip, and also a decent amount of experience. In alternative, while waiting your instant matching to find a party for Calcite, you can go in this location of the map under Hightwatch and farm those mobs. They will give you a decent amount of experience, and they are super easy to mob together because they are already together, as you can see here. Also for the item level, if you will open your inventory, you will see a number here that will indicate your current item level that you have equipped on yourself. Then in the brackets you can see another number. If those two numbers are the same, that means that you are currently using the best gear you have in your inventory. But if the number in the bracket is higher than the other one, that means that in your inventory you have some piece of the equip that is better compared to one you are currently equipped. So check your inventory and equip it. And finally, you have reached your level 65. What to do now? Well, press H, open your Vanguard request, press here on the redeem, and you will be teleported to your new main city of the whole game, Hightwatch. Here you will be able to receive your new level 65 equip, and this will be the strongest equip you will be able to obtain in the game, and you will have to upgrade it, but we will talk about it in the next video. To receive your new equip, just go to speak with this man, Marmundam, and follow his quest until the game and the quest will give you all the pieces of the new equip. Now this is a very important moment for your character, because you will need to set up correctly your equip with the correct rolls in your weapon and armor, and also you will have to choose the best set of the jewelry, because you will have two sets to choose between your jewelry, the crit jewelry and the power jewelry. This choice will be done according to your class. But if you wanna have more details about how to correctly set up your equip, I will link you down in the description a good guide that you can watch to understand how to equip your class. And this is everything for this tutorial from level 1 to level 65 in Tera. I hope you enjoyed and that this video has been useful to you. If the answer is yes, please subscribe to the channel and join my Discord or come to see at me on Twitch, so if you will have any question about the game, you will be able to ask me directly in there. So thanks for watching, hope you will have a great day and see ya into the next video. Bye!